Baseball Network. Today we're going to witness the third game of the 1930 season between the Washington Senators and the Boston Red Sox. This game will take place in Fenway Park. Dimensions are down there on your left. Left field, 320 feet. Got the big green monster out there. Center field, 468. And right field, 358. First game of the season, the Red Sox were victorious, 4-3. However, when we came back to Fenway, the Senators took the last game 6-1. On the mound today for the Red Sox is Milt Gaston. We got Charlie Berry catching, Phil Todd at first base, Bill Reagan at second, Otis Miller at the hot corner, Bill Narleski at short, Russ Scarrett, Tom Oliver, and Jack Rothrock to round out the outfield. First batter for the Washington Senators is Sam West. Milt Gaston toes the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. And it's a deep drive, deep to left field. That ball is going, gone. Home run, Sam West. Next batter for the Senators is Sam Rice, another Sam. Gaston goes into the windup. Here's the pitch. Hard shot to Bill Narleski. He's up with it. Over to Phil Todd for the first out of the inning. That's 6-3 put out. Next up for the Washington Senators is Goose Goslin. Milt Gaston still in the windup. Here's the pitch. Pops straight up. Bill Reagan is under it. And he's got it for the second out of the inning. 2 outs. Nobody on. And coming to the plate for the Senators is their second baseman, Buddy Meyer. 2 outs. Nobody on. Milt Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to shortstop. Narleski is up with it. Toss over to first base. Todd has it. And that's the final out of the inning. Senators get 1 run on 1 hit to end the top half of the first. On to the bottom of the first inning. Bump Hadley on the mound for the Senators. Muddy Rule doing the catching duties for him. Joe Judge at first base. Buddy Meyer at second. Ozzie Blues playing third base. Joe Cronin out at shortstop. Goose Goslin in left. Sam West in center. And Sam Rice in right field. First batter for the Boston Red Sox is Jack Rothrock. Bump Headley goes into the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Rothrock is down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox is their third baseman, Otis Miller. Otis Miller digs in. Bump Hadley gets a sign. Into the windup. Here's the pitch. Slow grounder to the shortstop. Cronin is up with it. Fires over to Judge for out number 2. Two quick outs for Bump Headley. Next up for the Boston Red Sox is the center fielder, Tom Oliver. Bump Hadley gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to second base. Buddy Meyer up with it. Fires over to Judge, and that's the third out of the inning. Hadley sets it down in order. At the end of 1, it's Washington Senators 1, Boston Red Sox 0. And that'll take us to the top of the second inning. Senators bring up their shortstop, Joe Cronin. Milt Gaston still on the mound. He gets the sign. Here's the windup. Hot shot past the third baseman to left field. Russ Scarrett's up with it. Cronin's rounding first. He's headed for second. Here's the throw. He slides. He's safe. Cronin with a leadoff double for the Washington Senators. Next up for the Senators is their main first baseman, Joe Judge. Gaston's on the mound. He checks the runner at second. Here's from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Free pass for Joe Judge to first base. It's going to put runners on first and second. No outs. Next up for the Senators, their third baseman, Ozzie Blues. Gaston's got the ball. He looks back. Cronin at second. He checks on Judge at first. From the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that's a high fly ball deep to right field. Back goes Rothrock. He's looking up, and that ball is out of here. 3-run home run by Ozzie Blues. Puts the Senators up 4-0. Bases are clear for the catcher, Muddy Rule. Gaston looks a bit disheartened out there. Let's see if he can recover from this. Rule steps in. From the windup, Gaston's pitch. Strike 3. Rule goes down on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. Next up for the Senators, the pitcher, Bump Hadley. 1 out, bases empty. Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Caught looking. Hadley goes down on strikes. 2 outs in the inning. Next up for the Senators, back at the top of their lineup, their leadoff hitter, center fielder, Sam West. Gaston again from the windup. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, lazy fly ball to left field. Russ Scar is underneath it. And he makes the catch for out 3. But the Senators already did their damage. 3 runs on 2 hits in that inning. Puts them up 4-0 going into the bottom of the second inning. Up first in the bottom of the second inning for the Red Sox is their left fielder, Russ Scarrett. Bump Hadley still on the mound. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball 4. Russ Scarrett takes his base. First runner allowed today by Bump Hadley. Next up for the Boston Red Sox will be their second baseman, Bill Reagan. Hadley checks the runner at first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bill Reagan goes down on strikes for the first out of the inning. Up next for the Red Sox, their first baseman, Phil Tott. Runner on first, in the name of Russ Scarrett. Bump Hadley from the stretch. Throws over to first, runner safe. Hadley's got the ball again. Here comes the pitch. Tott gets a hold of that one to right field. Rounding third is Scarra. He's heading home. He'll score. Throw into second, but Tott is in with a stand-up double. Red Sox get one back. First hit of the game by Phil Tott. Oh, wait a minute. Shortstop dropped the ball. Here goes Tott running for third. The throw, and he's out at third base. Boy, that was a close play. Tott retired at third base for the second out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, with the bases empty, the shortstop, Bill Narleski. Bump Hadley going from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hot shot down to first base. Judge is up with it. Casually steps over. Tags first. That's the third out of the inning. However, the Red Sox get one back. 1 run on 1 hit. Score 4-1. Standers after 2. To lead off the top of the third for the Washington Senators is their their right fielder, Sam Rice. Rice ground out to the shortstop in the first inning. Gaston on the mound. In the windup. Here's the pitch. Straight past Tott into right field for a single. Sam Rice reaches base. A leadoff single for the Washington Senators. Batting next for the Senators, their left fielder, Goose Goslin. Popped out to the second baseman earlier, hoping to do a bit better this time. Milt Gaston looks back the runner. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 4. Milt Gaston gives a second free pass of the day. That'll put runners on first and second for the Senators. Next up for the Senators is Bill Meyer, their second baseman. First at bat, he ground out to shortstop. Runners on first and second. Milt Gaston looking in from the stretch. And there's a hot line drive into left field. That's going to land for a hit. Rice comes around third. He's going to score. Gosselin heading to third. Here's the throw. He's safe. Meyer holds at first. That's going to put runners on the corner and another run in for the Senators. Next up for the Washington Senators is their shortstop, Joe Cronin. Cronin laced a double earlier today. There's runners on first and third. No outs. Milt Gaston from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Gaston has loaded the bases. Joe Judge steps to the plate. Bases loaded. Judge drew a walk last time up. Gaston on the hill. From the stretch. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Pitcher's got it. Throws to the catcher. On to first base. That's a double play. 2 down and 1 go. Gaston to Berry to Tot. 2 away. Runner on third and second. Next up for the Senators, the third baseman, Ozzie Blues. Blues is 1 for 1 today with a 3-run homer. Gaston from the stretch. He checks the runners. And Blues swings as a bouncer back to the pitcher. Tosses it to Tot for the 3rd out of the inning. But once again, the Senators do some damage. 1 run on 2 hits. They left 2 on the base. Senators over the Red Sox after 2.5, 5-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Bump Headley still on the mound. He's going to face Charlie Berry to lead off the inning. From the windup, here's the pitch. Berry hits a slow dribbler out to the pitcher. Hadley up with it. Over to Judge for the 1st out of the inning. Next up for the Boston Red Sox, Milt Gaston. Gaston digs in. Hadley from the windup. And here's the pitch. Pop fly. Straight back to the catcher. Rules under it. Makes the catch. That's 2 outs very quickly for Hadley. Next up for the Boston Red Sox, Jack Rathruck, their right fielder. Hadley has the ball. From the windup, here's the pitch. Rothrock got a hold of that one to right field. Sam Rice heading back. And he's under it. Rice makes the catch. Side retired. In the bottom of the 3rd inning, Senators winning over the Red Sox 5-1. Money Rule. First up for the Senators in the top of the 4th inning. Gaston on the mound. Gaston into the windup. Here's the pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Oliver's under it. And he makes the catch for the 1st out of the inning. Next up for the Senators is Bump Hadley. Gaston toes the mound. From the windup. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hadley goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. That's 2 quick outs in the top of the 4th. Next up for the Senators is Sam West playing center field today. West is 1 for 2 today with a home run and a fly out to left. Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Strike 3. 1, 2, 3. Gaston puts him down in order. At the end of 3.5, still the Washington Senators 5, the Boston Red Sox 1. Red Sox come to the plate in the bottom of the 4th inning. Otis Miller is to lead it off. Bump Hadley on the mound. From the windup, here's the pitch. Line drive to left field. Gosselin gets to it quickly. It'll land though. Miller safe at first with a single. Next up for the Red Sox, their center fielder, Tom Oliver. Oliver today is 0 for 1 with a ground out to second base. Runner on first. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Pop straight up. Rule is under it. He's going to haul it in for the first out of the inning. Runner stays at first base. Next up for the Red Sox, their left fielder, Russ Scarrett. Scarrett took a walk in the second inning. Runner on first base. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to center field. It's going to drop in front of West. Rounding first base is Miller. He's going to slide into third base. He's safe. Scarrett stops at first with a single. Runners on first and third for the Red Sox. Up next for the Red Sox, there's second baseman Bill Reagan. Reagan struck out in the second inning. Runners on first and third. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, deep right field. Rice is under it. Miller's on third base, tagging up. Rice makes the catch. Here comes the throw. Miller scores easily. Red Sox cut the lead to 3, 5-2 on Miller's score and Reagan's sacrifice fly. Next up for the Red Sox is Phil Tott. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that'll end the bottom of the fourth inning. After 4, Senators 5, Red Sox 2. Leading off the top of the fifth inning will be the Senators right fielder, Sam Rice. Milt Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Lazy fly ball to center field. Oliver is under it for out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. They'll bring up the left fielder, Goose Gosselin. Here's the pitch from Gaston. Ground ball. Tott has it. Steps on first, unassisted, 2 outs. Stepping into the batter's box, second baseman Buddy Meyer. Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Berry's under it, and he puts it away. Side retired in order. At the end of 4 1/2, Senators 5, Red Sox 2. Leading off the bottom of the fifth inning for the Boston Red Sox is their shortstop, Bill Narleski. Narleski ground out to first base in the second inning. Hadley from the windup. Here's the pitch. Error on the third base, and Blues could not come up with that. Narleski reaches first base on the first error of the game. Coming up to the plate for the Boston Red Sox is their catcher, Charlie Berry. Narleski on first base. Hadley looks over. From the stretch. Here's the pitch. That's a shot to center field. It's going to get down. Going to the wall. Narleski rounding third base, looking to score. Here's the throw. He is safe. Safe at home. Sox score another run. Berry ends up at second base. Score is now 5-3. Sox have cut it within 2 runs. That error really cost the Senators. Up next, for the Red Sox, the pitcher, Milt Gaston. Gaston popped out to the catcher in the third. Runner on second base. Hadley looks him back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Deep drive to center field. West is under it. Berry's tagging up. West makes the catch. Here's a throw to third. Not in time. Sacrifice fly for Milt Gaston. Next up for the Red Sox, with a runner on third, 1 out, is the right fielder, leadoff man, Jack Rothrock. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive to right field. That's going to get to the wall. Barry scores easily. Here comes Rothrock. He's got a stand-up double. And makes a score 5-4 Senators. Next up for the Red Sox is their third baseman, Otis Miller. Miller 1 for 2 today with a single to left field in the 4th inning. Bump Hadley on the mound from the stretch. Looks the runner back, and here's the pitch. Hot shot to shortstop. Cronin's up with it. Fires over to Judge for the 2nd out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, their center fielder, Tom Oliver. Oliver 0 for 2 today. Runner on second, 2 outs from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Slow roller. Cronin's got it. Fires to Judge, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Red Sox score 2 runs on 2 hits and 1 costly error by Blues. At the end of 5, it's the Senators 5, the Red Sox 4. Leading off the top of the 6th inning for the Washington Senators is their shortstop, Joe Cronin. Cronin 1 for 1 today with a double and a walk. Milt Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to second base. Reagan up with it over to Tot for the 1st out of the inning. Next up is Joe Judge, first baseman for the Senators. Today he is 0 for 2 with a double play. Milt Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Another hot shot. Reagan up with it again over to Tot for out number 2. Ozzie Blues at the plate. 1 for 2 with a home run today. Made that costly error last inning, which allowed the Red Sox to score a couple runs. Here's Milt Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Barry under it. Catcher puts it away for out number 3. Side retired in order. At the end of 5.5, it's the Senators 5, the Red Sox 4. Bottom of the 6th inning, Russ Scarrett to lead off for the Boston Red Sox. Scarrett today is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single to left field. Bump Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Blues is underneath it. And he makes the grab for the 1st out of the inning. Up next for the Red Sox, Bill Reagan, second baseman, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a sacrifice fly to right field. Bump Hadley from the windup. Here's the pitch. Fly ball to right field. Sam Rice is under it. Puts it away for the 2nd out. Next up for the Red Sox is Phil Tot. Tot's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a double. Bump Hadley on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The Sox go down in order. At the end of 6, it's the Washington Senators 5, the Boston Red Sox 4. Back on the mound for the top of the 7th inning is Milt Gaston. Gaston has 4 strikeouts today, coupled with 2 walks. Coming to the plate is Muddy Rule. Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hot shot to Miller at third base. He grabs it, throws it on the top for the 1st out of the inning. Next up for the Senators is the pitcher, Bump Hadley. Hadley's had a tough day at the plate today, striking out twice. Gaston from the windup. Here's the pitch. He made contact, fly ball, lazy fly to right. Rothrock underneath it, puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning. Next up for the Senators, with 2 out, nobody on, is Sam West. West is 1 for 3 with a homer and a strikeout. Gaston gets a sign. Here's the windup. He swings, and that's a single straight up the middle. Sam West rounds first, but he's going to stay there. Runner on first, 1 out, 2 outs. Next up for the Senators is their right fielder, Sam Rice. Rice is 1 for 3 today. Runner on first. Gaston from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Lazy fly to right. Rothrock is under it, and that'll retire the side. No runs on 1 hit. After 6.5, it's the Senators 5, Red Sox 3. First up for the Red Sox, in the bottom of the 7th inning, is Bill Narleski, the shortstop. So far today, he is 0 for 2, reaching an error back in the 5th inning. Bump Hadley from the windup. Here's the pitch. Hot shot straight back to the pitcher. He's got it. Throws on to Judge for the first out of the game. Next up for the Red Sox with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th is Charlie Berry. Catching today, he is 1 for 2 with a double back in the 5th inning. Bump Hadley from the windup. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, second base. Myers up with it. Over to Judge for the second out of the inning. Next up for the Red Sox, their pitcher, Mil Gaston. So far today, 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. Bump Hadley gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Line drive, center field, sliding catch. West got it. That's the third out of the inning. Red Sox retired in order at the end of 7. Senators 5, Red Sox 4. Top of the 8th inning, Goose Goslin comes up for the Senators. Milt Gaston still on the mound. Goslin digs in. Here's the pitch from Gaston. Ground ball straight back to the pitcher. Throws over to first base for the first out of the game. In the inning. Next up for the Senators, their second baseman, Buddy Meyer. Meyer today is 1 for 3. Milt Gaston gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Straight back at him. Gaston's got it. Throws on the top. That's the second out of the inning. Next up for the Senators, their shortstop, Joe Cronin. Cronin today is 1 for 2 with a walk. Gaston gets a sign. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Cronin's awarded first base on balls. 2 out, runner on first. Next to the plate for the Senators is their first baseman, Joe Judge. 2 outs, runner on first. Gaston checks the runner. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Line drive, right field, straight at Rothrock. He's got it. That's the third out of the inning. Red Sox retire the side. No runs, no hits and a walk, 1 left on base. After 7.5 innings, it's the Senators 5, the Red Sox 4. Bottom of the 8th inning. Leading off be Jack Rothrock. Rothrock so far today is 1 for 3. Striking out in the first and hitting a double in the 5th inning. Bump Hadley still on the mound. Out of the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a line drive, center field. It's going to drop in front of West. Rothrock on first base with a single. West gets the ball into Meyer. Runner on first base, no outs for the Red Sox. Next up for the Sox, their third baseman, Otis Miller. So far, Otis Miller is 1 for 3 today, scoring a run in the 4th inning. There's no outs. Runner on first. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Miller squares around the bunt. He gets the bunt down. Second baseman gets the ball, throws it over to first base for the out. Rothrock goes to second base on the sacrifice bunt. Next up is Tom Oliver, center fielder for the Red Sox. So far today he's 0 for 3. Rothrock on second base. Red Sox threatening, down by run. Hadley from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Line drive, straight at Cronin. He's got it. Over to second. Double play. Red Sox rally killed by a line drive double play. That's the third out. Red Sox side is retired. To the top of the 9th we go. Sanders winning 5-4. Leading off the top of the 9th for the Washington Senators will be Ozzie Blues. Blues today, 1 for 3 with a home run in the 2nd inning. Milt Gaston takes the mound. From the windup, here's the pitch, straight up the middle, that's a single. Blues will stop at first as Oliver gets the ball in quickly. Runner on first, no outs. Next up is Muddy Rule. Rule 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. No outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Blues takes off for second. Rule swings, he misses. That's strike three. He's out. Here's the throw to second, and Blues is safe. Strikeout for Rule, but Blues gets second on the stolen base. Next up for the Senators is the pitcher, Bump Hadley. Hadley so far today is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Gaston checks the runner at second base. From the windup, here's the pitch, popped up. Shortstop Narleski's underneath it, and he'll make the grab for the second out. Blues holds at second. 2 outs. Next batter for the Senators is their center fielder, Sam West. West having a decent day at the plate today. 2 for 4 with a home run, leadoff home run in the first inning. Runner on second. Milt Gaston from the stretch. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. Rothrock is under it, and he puts it away for the third out. Off to the bottom of the ninth we go, with the Senators leading the Red Sox 5-4. All right, looks like Bump Hadley is going to finish this one out. Coming up to the plate, Boston's last chance, last inning, last hope. Coming to the plate, the left fielder, Russ Starrett. Starrett is 0 for 2 today, 1 for 2 today with a walk back in the second inning. Bump Hadley from the windup. Looks in for the sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Starrett goes down on strikes for the first out of the ninth. Next up for the Red Sox, their second baseman, Bill Reagan. Reagan today is 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly in the fourth inning. Bump Hadley on the mound. From the windup, here's the pitch. Hot shot to shortstop. Cronin up with it. Over to first base. 2 outs. Red Sox down to their final out. Phil Tott comes to the plate. Phil Tott, Red Sox last chance to make something happen. Tott's 1 for 3 today with a double and 2 strikeouts. Bump Hadley on the mound. He gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fly ball deep to center field. This could tie it up. West is back on the warning track, and he makes the catch. Out number 3. The Washington Senators take this one, 5-4. Line of the Senators, 5 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. For the Red Sox, 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Thank you for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America is ruled by like an army of steel.